Space exploration has brought us a series of interesting events again. Today's video will focus on 3 of them. We'll start with the launch of Falcon 9, which carried a South Korean imaging satellite. The next topic will cover the launch of the Progress RS-25 cargo ship heading to the ISS. The final topic will delve into another static fire test of the RS-25 rocket engine, which differed in one aspect from the previous ones. On December 1st, at 1819 Universal Time, the roar of 9 Merlin rocket engines echoed from Launch Complex SLC-4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California as SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket took off.
Go Korea 425, go SpaceX.
The main payload of this mission was a South Korean satellite designed for Earth intelligence imaging. South Korea initiated Project 425 in 2018, aiming to launch 4 radar satellites and 1 imaging satellite into orbit by 2025. Once the entire satellite network is complete, South Korea should receive images with a resolution of 30 to 50 centimeters every 2 to 3 hours. The payload for this launch was an infrared electro-optical imaging satellite. Besides the main payload, there were 24 small satellites on board, including IRSat-1, the first Irish satellite. Constructed by students at University College Dublin with the support of the European Space Agency, IRSat-1 is a CubeSat with dimensions of 10 by 10 by 20 centimeters. The satellite carries 3 scientific experiments, including an innovative gamma-ray detector. The Falcon 9's first stage returned to land as the mission payload was light, and it was headed for low Earth orbit. This marked the 17th reuse of this particular first stage, making it the most frequently used first stage on commercial missions. Thanks to perfect weather at the spaceport, the return of the stage to landing zone LZ-4 was captured in splendid footage. Overall, this was the 53rd successful landing of a Falcon rocket stage on land. In previous episode, we covered the departure of the Progress MS-23 spacecraft from the International Space Station. In the conclusion, we mentioned that this episode would focus on the launch of the new Progress spacecraft. It was launched atop a Soyuz 2.1A rocket from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The launch from Launchpad 31/6 occurred on December 1st at 9:25 Universal Time. The rocket ascended vertically before gently tilting its nose toward the eastern horizon. The Soyuz rocket fulfilled its mission, delivering the Progress MS-25 spacecraft into orbit. Shortly after separating from the upper stage, the cargo ship deployed its photovoltaic panels and antennas. This ensured a power supply and communication with the ground control center. Carrying 2,528 kilograms of cargo, Progress MS-25 is on a classic profile trajectory, meaning it will take about 2 days from launch to docking with the ISS. The spacecraft is expected to dock with the Poisk module around 11:15 Universal Time on Sunday, December 3rd. We might delve deeper into this topic in the next episode. On November 29th, another static fire test of the RS-25 engine commenced at the Stennis Space Center in Mississippi. Regular viewers of our show already know that this is part of a 12-test series to verify the functionality of newly manufactured engines for the SLS rockets. This was a test number 3. While all these tests might seem similar, they are not. This specific test focused on a crucial ability of the rocket engine known as thrust vectoring. Behind the technically sounding name lies a simple concept: the tilting of the engine. Despite its apparent simplicity, ensuring everything works correctly involves synchronizing multiple systems. That was the task of this test. Thrust vectoring is crucial for rocket maneuvering. By tilting the nozzle relative to the rocket's center of mass, it is possible to change the flight direction. In other words, the SLS rocket will turn during flight. The proper functioning of this system is therefore key to a safe flight. Thank you for your attention to today's episode of Spaceflight News. We are delighted in your interest in space news, and to ensure you do not miss future episodes, kindly consider subscribing to our channel. Additionally, you can find other interesting news on our profile on social network X, formerly known as Twitter. The link can be found in the video description.